Hello and welcome to the June 2017 report from Thor TV. And I've got to do the really corny bit first. And thank you so much for tuning in. It's those of you that, especially those of you that say hello, it's just been great. Just when somebody just says hello. And if you don't have to say hello even. You just give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down even. I don't care which of those you do. Well, of course I care, but you know what I mean. And I'm not very good at this, but I want to say thank you because it means a lot to me in so many ways, more ways than I can tell you. And without you, I just would not have bothered to make the number of videos that I have, certainly. In the past couple of years, I think it is. I don't really. I'm sorry. I said I'm terrible at this, so I'm just going to say thank you, and it means a lot to me, and that's it. Okay, we have. So first the games, and then the schedule, and then I'm going to give you some news, some information, which I think, for me anyway, is pretty exciting. Yeah. With regard to one of the games and what's going to happen to it in the future. First of all, anyway, we've got 3 games. We've got Sacred 2, we've got Skyrim, and we've got Lord of the Rings Online. That's what we've got today. Things change, but today. The first game, Sacred 2. Now, Sacred 2, at time of recording, it's almost in on the Seraphim Island. When I get there, I won't be doing a lot of side quests because there's not a lot there, and those that are pretty boring. And it's the way that the place is put together with all the tunnels. There's a lot of tunnels and caves and stuff. It's interesting from the point of view of the main story, but that's all. So probably not a lot there, and then we'll crack on and we'll get on to the swamp. But there are the 2 regions from Ice and Blood. They're not sort of connected to the main story, but they have side quests, of course. And I'm not really sure what to do about those, or when. They're not something that interests me a lot, so just don't know. I will do them, because for you. But if it was me, I wouldn't go there at all. Okay. That's Sacred 2. Skyrim will just keep plodding along. If you don't know, it's a completionist playthrough. Every quest, every place, everything like that. And I haven't even touched on the sort of vampire and Dragonborn and what's it called, Dawnguard and Dragonborn expansions yet. So there's a ton of stuff to do. It's going to go on for a very long time. So if you like it, good news. If you don't, I'm sorry. But it will. Lord of the Rings Online. Well, at the moment, I'm streaming it twice a week on Saturday and Sunday. I start around about 5 or 6 o'clock, somewhere like that, at my time. I'm in Spain. I'll put a link down below to a world clock so that you can check times where you are if you're interested. So that's what's happening with Lord of the Rings Online. This schedule. Well, I think 2 or 3 videos of Skyrim, 2 or 3 of Sacred 2, and 2 streams a week. That's what I'm expecting to turn out. One thing about the schedule though is it's coming up to the summer, and there will be times when I'm not here. I'm not really sure what's going to happen when I'm not here. Okay, I'm going for my wife goes away from July. She works in the north of Spain during July, so I don't see her unless I go there, which I will be doing. It's kind of like for me. It's just like I don't know what to say. It's just not a holiday, but it's something nice to do, and my wife's there, so I'd like to see her. So this is 2 weeks. I'll be going for 2 weeks of July, half of July. The other half of July, I'll stay here and record videos and do stuff. Probably you'll get more streaming during those 2 weeks because I won't have a lot else to do. Now, the second half of July, I expect it will be. So I won't be here. Now I have a gaming laptop and it's new, and I can play this Lord of the Rings. I can play that on it without any problem. So I can play it. Trouble is I can't do the voice thing, so I don't know what's going to happen with regard to recording videos in the last 2 weeks of July, and to record extra videos before that is going to be a bit difficult because I don't know if I have the time to do that. So with last 2 weeks of July you probably won't see anything. Then I come back home for a few days before going away again for another 2 weeks, this time to England, where I'm from, to visit family. Especially it'd be nice to see my grandson, and I'll have a second grandson when I get there because he's due this month. So it's going to be a really exciting time, nice time. So that's why I'm going for so long. 2 weeks is great. But I don't know what's going to happen in those 2 weeks. I've got this laptop. We're renting a flat, so I could record videos maybe. I've never used the video I haven't used the laptop to record, so I'm not really sure how that would work out. But something like that, or I could certainly I could use it for streaming. So something will happen in August, I think, but I don't know what. So that's the last 2 weeks of July and the first 2 weeks of August. Not a lot happening. So I hope you come back after that, if you can keep your eyes open. I might pop up, might upload an occasional video, even if it's just one a week. It's something. Even if it's a vlog, I could do a vlog, I suppose. Anyway, Lord of the Rings Online. I think they're pretty exciting. Something I'm going to do in Lord of the Rings I've never done before, and didn't used to be possible, and now it is. So I'm going to do it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to buy one of those tokens that stops you from gaining experience. What that means is I will be able to go through regions like I'll be able to I'll be able to go through regions. End game stuff for those regions, end region stuff, will be more interesting. There are sets of gear for some regions which are worth having, and they will be worth having. For example, let's talk about Angmar. Now, Angmar, there's an instance called the Rift, and I'm not going to grind for the Rift gear because that's just repeating an instance many times and it's boring. So what I will do is there are other sets, so there's more gear that you can collect from the region using reputation, staff and things like that. And I complete the deeds on level and so on. So let's say Angmar, I stop at level 50. I'll be able to collect level 50 gear, complete quests and everything else at level 50. And when I finish, the gear will be worth wearing, and there'll be that accomplishment of finishing Angmar. And when we move on to the next region, which was designed for level 51 and up, I will be level 50 or level 51. So I think that's really cool. I could go a few levels up above if I find it too difficult. We'll see what happens. Sorry about the break in the summer, which would often mean you lose all of your followers or subscribers, those that visit regularly. So for me, hopefully that won't happen, and hopefully you'll keep an eye open for when I get back. Thanks again. See you and goodbye.